Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Monday morning, the 1st of July, and we are sticking with the disappearance of 19-year-old Jay Slater today, although what is there left to say? If you're not going to go down a conspiracy route, what is there left to say? Well, a lot, actually. We know that the Spanish police and the search and rescue teams have departed. They announced yesterday that that was it. They were quitting. They failed to find him. They've all gone, which means that the media are also gone. Now, the TikToker down the rapids, Paul, he's still there. This is what he observed this morning.
It's day 10 of searching for missing Jay, guys. And to be quite honest, the place is empty. Not really a massive shock. This is what I've been seeing anyway. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Police starting quite late in the day. When they do, it's just vans parked up and down here. 4 or 5 guys actually out doing the searching work. The rest of the gang just blocking off paths and making sure news reporters don't drive down too far. There's a guy obviously camped up here. Now my plan today, I've been searching over the back, guys. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. There's 2 bits of information I'm going off. One is a free words GPS, and the other one apart from that is going to be a pair of sunglasses that were found by a man called Chris, who I'll be meeting up with later today. Also, fingers crossed, a very special lady will be flying out today as well. However, she is here for other reasons. She's here working, so we'll see what happens, but check it out, guys, check it out. Here we go. Back over to this area, guys.
So he's staying there.
Now, a lot of people have turned to me and they're asking me, what are you going to do now down the rapids? The search is officially over. Are you staying in Tenerife? Are you going to keep looking? How long are you going to look for? What are you going to do? And yesterday, guys, I took a day out. I wasn't active on social media. I got a lot of things sorted that I needed to get sorted. I sorted out a lot of things that haven't been sorted from the UK as well. But what I have done, guys, is I've said from day one, I'm going to stay here until we find Jay. And I mean that, guys. I'm going to do my best. I really am. So what I've done is I've spoken to my guy who's renting me the room. And he's supposed to be going on holiday in a few days, guys. He's supposed to be leave accommodation, and he's let me pay for an extra 2 weeks. And he said he's going to go on holiday after that, which is awfully kind of him. It's really, really kind of him. And then after that, I'm going to reevaluate things. I'd have to find somewhere new to stay. But we'll come to that in 2 weeks.
He's staying there. He's got accommodation for 2 weeks. He's saying he's staying there until Jay is found. I don't know what to tell you, because it could be that Jay is never found. Or at least not found for months and months and months. Why? Because so many people get missed. I'll refer you, as I always do in these cases, to the case of Bryn Hargreaves from my area, born in my neck of the woods here in northern England, in Lancashire. However, he moved to West Virginia in the United States, and he went missing from his apartment in West Virginia. There was huge searches for him. The family employed private investigators. There was loads of teams, dog teams, all sorts. Went out. I got the search maps for Bryn Hargreaves, and the entire area was combed multiple times. And guess what? Accidentally, by a couple of hunters, 14 months later, Bryn's body was found. Guess where? About 300 yards from his front door, in a patch of woodland. The dogs had missed him, the drones had missed him, the people searching on foot had missed him, everybody had missed him. Why? Because he was down like a small ravine, and he was just missed. Just missed 300 yards, maybe 350 yards from his front door. That's how easy it is to miss someone. You know, these acute searches that are put on by the police and are hugely expensive, both in terms of, manpower and in the money it costs to keep them out there. So the fact that they searched for 2 weeks for Jay, I think is pretty good going. They had to stop. I've been saying for days they're going to have to stop at some point. And Saturday's search, the call for volunteers, which wasn't sadly as uptaken as it should have been, seemed to me like the last-ditched effort from the search and rescue. However, it doesn't mean to say that the investigation has stopped. And it also doesn't mean to say that it's a criminal investigation. We've talked about this recently with the disappearance of 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers in Tennessee. That they only searched 8 days for Sebastian, like they covered the area that they'd kind of earmarked, and then they went. They came back for another couple of days, a week or 2 later, but still, they did way less than 2 weeks for Sebastian. But it doesn't mean to say that the investigation stopped, and it doesn't mean to say that it's a criminal investigation. Always, with every missing person, wherever you are in the world, there's always a parallel investigation. Always. In the acute phase, like the first week, where they're looking for a live person, it's all hands on deck to be out there to hopefully find the person alive, maybe injured, but alive. And as time goes on and hope diminishes that they're going to find that person alive, then it turns into a recovery mission. But when it's a live person, that person can assist in their own rescue, because as soon as they hear people, they see the helicopter and they try their best to make themselves known, even if they're injured. So when it becomes a recovery mission, when it's a deceased person, yeah, of course, they want to find that person to, bring them home to their family, to get closure for the case, and to find out, autopsy the body and find out whether there was any criminal element to it. Of course, they need to find that body. But it's not as urgent. It's not like the same as a rescue where time is of the essence. But there's always parallel investigation. Along with that acute search, you've got the cops working the phones. They're looking for CCTV. They're doing interviews. Well, that continues once that acute search has ended. So it doesn't mean to say Jay will never be found. And it doesn't mean to say that the cops have just given up. They've just failed to find him in that location where they were searching. Now, they were searching this area. This is the Airbnb here. They were here. You could tell, like, where the dogs were. But then they went to these ravines. So you've got the Masca Gorge, you've got the Juan Lopez Trail, which goes down to the sea there, to the ocean. You've got this one. They searched all these ravines. And down the rapids seems to think that maybe the phone ping was inaccurate. The phone ping was around this area. So this is where this has been the central staging area. This is like a lookout point. That's where the press conference was on Saturday. So that's like being the central hub. The phone ping was around here. So Jay could have tried to get down to the sea. He could have made it down to the sea. Very, very difficult terrain down to the sea. Very, very rocky. But if he had made it down to the sea, it's just all cliffs. They've had drones out, they've had helicopters out searching this coastline. But it's possible he's in the sea. But down the rapids seems to think that it could be closer than they've been thinking. Because the phone ping in that area is going to be inaccurate. There's one tower phone pings in rural areas, especially in mountainous areas where there's lots of peaks. They know it's inaccurate. They know it is. So down the rapids is searching this area here, very close, because that's the Airbnb. Very close. But I kind of think this is the easiest area to spot someone. And it's still difficult. You've got these drop-offs here, but it's not the same as in the actual mountains. That's where he was video calling Brad from this area and slipping down somewhere here. The reason it's difficult is because of the cactuses. Like, it's difficult to walk through because of the cactuses. Looking from the top here with binoculars, if someone's deceased, you may not see them. But we're going to see a lot less media now. We're going to see this case just die in the media. So what's next? Well, for the people who can, there's going to be continued searches. How long are the family going to stay in Tenerife? I don't know. Are they going to pay for searchers to come over and assist? I don't know. Hugely expensive. We're going to have to wait and see, aren't we? Yeah. All right. I'm going to keep this one brief. I'm going to see what happens next. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.